Hello, riders or not. Today on the vlog, I'm going back to main customs. But today's episode is not about my builds. Today's episode about Max, my van. I thought it's just about the time to introduce you properly to my van. And it's not because I'm running out of content, no, but because I get messages from people asking what van I'm driving and how I fit 2 motorcycles in it, how I fit 1 bike, how I strap it, and today is a very good opportunity for that. Today I'm going to pick up Jonesy. Simon suggested for me to take Jonesy, take it to Deej, and Deej agreed with that. Deej lives not that far from me. For those of you who don't know, Mint Customs is an hour in a good day, an hour and a half or 2 hours in a bad day drive for me, one way. So it takes a long time on traveling here and there, whereas Deej, he lives not that far from me, about half an hour in a good day and 40 minutes in a bad day. And that's where we will finish Jonesy. We'll finish cobs and we will finish all the wiring. As soon as we're taking Jonesy off the ramp, we're starting a new build, a new exciting build, a bike for a track. So that's a good opportunity to show you how to strap the bike properly. And I've been driving with the bikes at the back for a year now, with 2 bikes, 1 bike, all across Europe. The bike haven't moved even a dot. So I will share all the tips that I got from the best. I will take you through what ramp I'm using, the size of my van, and what I am planning to do with it. Because I have plans how to improve that van and how to make it better for me, and it will be great. It will be great because it will be kind of like a camper, but at the same time suitable to still take 2 bikes. So yeah, that is an episode about Max, the van. This is Max, my van. Ford Transit Custom 2.2 liters dirty diesel. Why do I need one? I started building Jonesy and I realized I can't fit even 1 tire into my little MX-5. Wasn't able to keep both, to have another vehicle as well as MX-5 because of the very limited parking spaces of where I live at the moment. And then MX-5 broke. Even though I loved my miles to the bits, I'm grateful for that moment when he decided to sacrifice himself, break down and leave me with no choice but to get another vehicle. I thought of buying a van for quite some time. Even more when I started building a bike, because everyone at Mint has a van. Hey Pico, hey Pico. That one is Richard's. Just look at that custom paint.
Two.
I wanted to ask you today not about the motorcycles. I want you to ask about the van. Because you have a van.
I've always had vans.
Always had vans.
Yeah, I can't live without a van.
Why you can't live without a van?
Because a van does everything. You can go shopping in it, put motorcycles in it, you can camp in it, you can put stuff in it, a van does everything.
So the van is like a perfect vehicle. Richard, If you build custom bikes, you definitely need a van.
100%
to
need a
carry
van.
your custom builds and shows and everything. So 100% need one. If you're doing off-road, you need a van to get your bike to off-road, especially in this country, because it's not everywhere you can off-road. And hello.
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 Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Andrew.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
That's Andrew. New character.
That's all right, it always happens. It's just so busy here. Always happens.
Cut. Stop distracting my piece to the camera. Fucking kids. And the third reason, we building track bike. And to get it to the track, I mean, you need a van.
Yeah, you need a van. Of course you do.
need a van.
Loads of people use trailers and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you've got a van, you can set your bed up in it. If you've got a van, once you've unloaded it all, you can use it to cook your dinner in and stuff. If you track day in, I've seen a lot of track day guys that will drive there on a trailer, but then they have to get changed. Especially the BSB rounds, when I've had both bikes at my shop, I've had to be spent all week dynoing both bikes, and the meeting is on, and then I leave on a Wednesday night to get up there for Thursday setup day. Halfway to Knock Hill after an 8-hour shift in on the dyno, I'm just crawling the back, sleeping between the two bikes, a couple of hours, and then finish your journey. But same with Assen. Whenever we were doing the Assen rounds, and that was always a kip in the van with the bikes. But it was only later on with the bigger teams that we had lorries and stuff, which was nice to. But van, you need a van. Everyone needs a van.
So you definitely need a van, and that is the answer for you why. And today I'm loading Jonesy to the van.
Yes.
And taking him to
Get wired.
to get wired.
I haven't bailed out on the wiring. It's just that what I've done is I've bailed out on the wiring. I haven't got time.
I'm taking it to Deej. He's a nice guy. Everybody loves him on the channel. So I can have more of a workshop time coming here and going to Deej. Means I will be a better bike builder at the end.
Yes.
Because I'll be building two bikes at once.
Two bikes at
my
the same
God.
time.
I'll soon be a pro.
Yeah.
Like I'll be building two bikes.
Yes.
Oh, I just realized it.
I'm racing one next year.
I just realized it.
Racing one next year. I had
wouldn't call
actually.
it racing. I will be.
No, I'm gonna get you. But
riding on the track.
we have had some really, really sad news this week. Apart from the loss of a couple of good friends of ours at British, and at World Superbikes, the German riders got killed. But we've had some really, really bad news. Also, there's a series in this country called Thundersport, and they were brilliant club to race for, and they were lots of the BSB riders have come through from Thundersport, and Sid and the gang that run Thundersport, absolutely amazing. They are no longer. Their last round is this weekend. I think they're all retiring. I don't know what they're doing, but just best wishes to Sid and the lot from Thundersport, because it's a brilliant club to race for. So as far as club racing goes in this country, we needed things like Thundersport and Emra and Bemsey. We need club races to put up to, because the British Superbike Championship is probably one of the best domestic racing series in the world. British Superbikes in this country, and a very little country, but the club racers that have gone through the ranks to get to British, they need clubs like Thundersport to hone their craft in, and the unfortunate circumstances is that it's not becoming viable for clubs like Thundersport and that to run.
So maybe we can make this channel like really big, like huge, like millions of followers.
Start our own club.
And we'll start our own club helping in new races, and we'll be girls racing as well.
That'd be a great idea.
That's our big goal.
Yeah.
Like a big goal.
It's a massive goal. I don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that?
You can see firsthand how much work goes in to having to run an ACU affiliated club. in this country, and it's a phenomenal amount of work. So
maybe we can
maybe we
sponsor
could just
it.
sponsor it.
Yeah, we can sponsor. That's what I meant, because neither you or I have time
No.
for anything extras.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that.
But we can sponsor one.
Yeah,
We can find people who do all the job,
yeah,
young, exciting, and eager to do stuff.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
So today we're taking Jonesy.
We're taking Jonesy off the ramp.
and putting the racing bike on.
We're gonna dig out the race bike. It's tucked away, isn't it? So we're gonna dig that out somewhere. There's a frame, a swing arm, there's a front end, there's some wheels, there's some stuff.
Yeah, so it's all in parts, in boxes.
Yeah, yeah. So we can.
So I will
dig all that
properly learn the inside of it.
Yeah, we're gonna start absolutely nothing from just a bare frame.
Okay, okay. That's
Yeah.
exciting. That's
Yeah,
gonna
that'd
be
be cool.
exciting. That's gonna
And put
be
it together.
exciting.
But
I'm
obviously,
not sure how exciting it will be for me to go on the track on the bike that I built as well.
yeah, I'll be out with you. I'll come on the blade.
Yeah, but you're not gonna save me.
No, but we'll go out in there's 3 groups, isn't there? A track day. There's novice, intermediate, and advanced. So
can we go to novice?
we'll
to
go
start
out
with?
in the novice, and we'll do
Okay,
some
thank
line disciplines, and we'll do. But there's lots of lessons to have in here with you before we even get anywhere near the circuit. So, which will make you a little bit more savvy about what's happening on a bike when you get to the circuit, anyway. So, foot positioning, heads, what you're doing, where you're doing
It's
it.
totally different from what I'm riding at the moment.
100%, completely different. Yeah. But what a massive thing to have in your back pocket is the fact
Oh
that
Jesus, yes, yes.
track riding.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So exciting series coming. Jonesy goes to the van and we will show you how to strap it properly.
Yes,
I
very important.
did many miles and you did thousands of bikes strapping
Yes,
in the van,
yes.
and share the secret how to strap it with 2 straps. We gonna load Jonesy.
You're going to load Jonesy, and I'll
I loaded
assist you.
myself.
Of course you can.
I never did.
You can load it yourself.
Maybe Jonesy I can, because it's not that hard, it's lighter.
You can load
I load
any
it.
bike yourself. It's technique. It's not the fact that
Yeah,
it's
but
weight.
I don't
on
know
it.
the technique
We're going to
yet.
teach you that.
Yeah, but I can't teach of the expense of my precious bike. Can I load some other bikes?
It
Can
won't
I load the
fall
brake?
over. It won't fall over. You've got a side stand for a start, so.
You don't like the idea of
Race
locking the
bikes is
brake?
different because you haven't got a side stand.
You don't.
There's no side stand on a race bike. No.
So how you park it?
With a paddock stand.
Always.
Yeah.
So who's gonna put the paddock stand when you...
I can get off a race bike and put a paddock
Is
stand
that
on.
why you have so many people around the races?
Normally they've got mechanics that will put your paddock stand on for you, but if you're on your track day on your own, I'll teach you how to do your paddock stand as well. On your own.
On my own.
Yeah.
So in my van, I have a front wheel lock. The bike rides in, and then this bit folds like this, and your front wheel is locked in. It helps. It's not necessary, and Simon said that he don't use it, and it's not that important, but it definitely helps, especially if you are alone and need to strap the bike. The bike stands straight here. I'm talking about this and saying that it's...
rehearsing?
No.
What?
I'm not rehearsing.
What are you recording?
Hello.
Oh, shit. I'll let you get on. Carry on. Action. Sorry. Can they even see you in there?
Do you have a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, we have studio light. Thank you so much. So,
Action.
so this locks the front wheel and helps you a little bit, especially if you are not confident. I wasn't confident at all first time when I was driving with a bike at the back, and I wasn't sure like how it's gonna hold, but it holds just perfectly. We're using only 2 straps in the front, and we'll demonstrate it in the moment. I also got a wider ramp instead of a narrow one, and that helps me a lot when I have to get the bike in and out the van, because it gives me more space and more confidence once again. So it's aluminium, so it's lighter, but at the same time it can hold up to 350 kilograms because of extra support, like 2 lines of support underneath the ramp. So definitely good one. And long one, it just gives you a nice space to roll your bike on. So far, by myself, I was only able to get the bike out, not to get in. I'm still building up my confidence to do it by myself. Eventually, I will. Like Simon said, the more I will do it, the easier it will become. And I really want to, because now at the moment I need to ask somebody always to help me. But people who knows the technique and did it many times have no problem whatsoever to do it just by themselves, do it alone. And that is the aim, that is the goal, as well as many other goals. So that is inside of the van. I let Mini-Me and my niece to paint inside when they board, especially Mini-Me on the road trip. So when we stopped, he was doing his little drawings in the van. And as I said, I want to carpet it. I want to repaint a back panel, to have a window on that side, and foldable bed here. The boxes needs to go. I want to cover the wheels so it saves more space, and also to have a fold down table just here, the same like a bed. It will fold down and the bed will be from the sides, and I can use that space to work on my computer and do the editing if I want. And to have some storage nets and maybe storage little foldable shelves as well when I want to use the van to kind of live in there for a little bit and sleep in there.
Here, my road transmitter decided to play a trick and pretend that it's working, but not record any audio. So it will be voiceovers, guys. I was forced to do things I was frightened to do. But it's always been like this, learning from Simon. So I kind of got used to it by now, as well as having it even more difficult because someone thinks it's fun. But by the end, I successfully got Jonesy down the ramp in one piece. One tip: I have a good ramp with non-slip rubber at the end. You see those red bits? That makes it stable. If you don't, my Scottish friend Tony advises to cable tie the ramp through the door latch on the floor when you get it into the van. It will stable it. The method Simon teaching me is run and duck. It means you have to run with the bike and duck straight into the van. But here I got stuck because I lost one bolt and I stopped shouting, "My bike's falling apart!" And Simon made me to roll it all the way down instead of pushing it just straight into the van and helping me. No, I had to roll it all the way down just to do it all over again and to assure him that his method of run and duck I've learned and I'm confident to do it in the future. Before the next round, I had a little demonstration of how to use run and duck method, and then I had to practice it. I tried to convince Simon maybe we can use one of his bikes first, just to make sure that I can do it, but it wasn't an option, it was Jonesy. And yep, it was as easy as you just saw it. Bike ran straight into the wheel lock and it was safely standing in the van. Like, whoa, I did it. Imagine, I did it all by myself. That was amazing. I literally have the best teacher in the world. Thank you, Simon, for pushing me constantly out of my comfort zone and teaching me and everyone. How do you strap it? The straps goes up the bottom yoke. Remember that. Between the yokes. If you will strap it between the yokes, up the top yoke, the bike will stay stable all the trip, not moving. You can drive your normal, you will not feel even for a second that the bike is in your van. I'm using double straps because that what was donated by Mint Customs, but you can use a one strap. As you can see, my straps has a padding that goes on the forks and saves the bike from scratching. Another tip that Simon said, and it is very important, do not tie your bike too tight because then you can damage the forks. The bike needs to be stable and not move, and that is enough. 2 straps, guys. That's all you need. No need to make a cobweb of straps in your van. You're risking to scratch your bike with too many straps. Literally 2 straps, that's all you need. When I was strapping 2 bikes in the van, I was strapping the outer side of each bike and then strapping them together. So they kind of pulling from the sides and pulling in the middle. But also when I had 2 bikes, I was strapping the rear end as well because it is 2 of them. So I just had to make sure that they're not bumping into each other and strapped an extra at the rear end. That's it. Simple as that. That's how your bike gets ready for transportation. Good luck with that. Let me know how is your run and duck method going.